Hey there, today we're going to install the Totally Rad Battery Lock onto a Rad Runner, and it's not very hard to do if you're comfortable using a few basic tools like a screwdriver, a wrench, maybe a socket wrench, then you can totally do this. But if this is not your kind of thing, you can get the kit down to your local bike shop and they will be more than happy to install it for you. The tools you'll need to install the Totally Rad Battery Lock are a Phillips screwdriver, a flat tip screwdriver, a 4mm hex key, sometimes called an Allen wrench, a 10mm wrench, and then either a second 10mm wrench or what I prefer is a 10mm socket wrench. But even better is if you have a 6-inch extension for your socket wrench. This will make things easier when we install the Totally Rad Battery Lock. First, we want to remove the seat because that'll make things easier for us when we go to install the Totally Rad Battery Lock. Next, we're going to unlock the battery and remove it from your bike's battery mount. Next, we're going to make sure that the plate can slide down easily over the battery mount. So just put it on there and slide it down. If it slides down easy, then you're good to go. If for your rad bike, it gets hung up a little bit at the top and it's tight, all you have to do is take your 4mm hex key and go to this topmost screw on the battery mount and just loosen it up a little bit and see if the plate slides easily. If it still doesn't, loosen it a little bit more. And then once it slides easily, you're done. Now that we know the plate slides easily, we need to set the bottom clamp in place so that it's ready to bolt to the plate when we get to that step later. So all we have to do is take our plate and we're going to slide it down over the battery mount all the way to the bottom. Then we're going to take our clamp and we're going to line the holes in the clamp up with the holes at the bottom of the plate, just like this. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to make sure that the holes are more or less lined up. And if they're lined up on one side, then they'll be fine on the other side. And once you have that, just remove the plate. And then you can see that the clamp and the battery mount are more or less lined up. And that's all you need to do. Next, we're going to remove 6 specific screws from this battery. Let's make sure that this is the right battery that you have. This is the YT48132-QB-E model. To remove these 6 screws, we're going to use the Phillips screwdriver, the number 2 Phillips. So you should see a number 2 on your screwdriver. And this seems to fit pretty well. And it's important to just remove these 6 specific screws and no other screws from the battery case. So first we'll start with these 2 screws on the bottom. The screws are not very long, so this won't take too long to do. Next, we'll remove these 2. And finally, these 2 at the top. And again, make sure only remove those 6 screws. Do not remove these 2 silver ones, these 2 silver ones, or these 2 other screws right here. After you remove the screws from your Rad battery case, save them, because if you ever want to remove the Totally Rad battery lock at some point in the future, you're going to want to have the original battery screws to reinstall into the Rad battery case. Okay, now that your battery is prepped and ready to go, let's install the Totally Rad battery lock. First thing we have to do is put your battery back onto your bike. Now we'll install the shim locks. So there are 4 of them, and you just slide them in. It's really easy to do. So we'll do the top 2 first. Now we'll do the bottom 2. And once they're in there, you can use the flathead screwdriver to push them down, make sure they're tight. Next, we're going to take the plate and we're going to slide that down over the shim locks. So it just fits right in there, slides right down. Next, we're going to attach the plate to the battery using these screws. And this is easy to do. All you have to do to get started is find the lowest hole in the battery where we removed a screw and line up a hole in the plate with that hole. And then just push the screw in. We'll tighten them next. Then all I have to do to find the other holes is push the screw in and see if it sits down at all. So that's a no. That's a yes. See how it went in? Try this one. That's a yes also. No. No. And then yes. And now that you have them lined up and inserted on this side, all you have to do is put them in the exact same holes on the other side. So find the hole on the other side, right there. Same thing here. Exact same hole. Same thing. And lastly at the top, same hole over there. Oops. Okay. And now that they're placed, we'll just screw them in using the flat blade screwdriver. And when you tighten these up, tighten them snug. Don't overdo it, just snug is great. That's all you need. And now we will take the bolts, and what you want to do is take a bolt, put a washer on it, slide it through the plate, and then through the clamp. Then get yourself another washer, slide that on. So we're going to washer on either side. And now hand tighten the nut to make sure you're not stripping it. And now we're going to tighten it up using the 10mm wrench and the socket wrench. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. You can see we've rotated the bike around so that you can get a clear shot of installing the bolt on the other side of the clamp. Now this is a bit of a hassle, and this is intentional, that it is a hassle, and also that we're using an extra long bolt because the longer the bolt, the longer it will take someone to unscrew it. So here we go. So what you have to do is rotate the crank so that you have an open window where you can reach your fingers through. Place it through the hole. So we've got, just a reminder, we've got the bolt, the washer going through the plate. And on the other side, we're going to put another washer first. Now we're going to hand tighten the nut. And this is why it's handy to have a socket wrench with an extension. So we'll put the wrench on the one side to hold the nut, while on this side we tighten it up. So tighten it up nice and snug, but don't overdo it. And then we're going to tighten it up on the other side also. Okay, you can see on this battery there are a bunch of stickers, and one thing you can do to enhance the security of the Totally Rad Battery Lock is to take some stickers and wrap them up over the screws that hold the plate onto the battery, because what that'll do, it'll add an extra hassle and make it harder to steal your battery. Okay, now that the Totally Rad Battery Lock is installed, I just want to show you how strong it is. So the battery is still in the unlocked position, but I can grab it, actually lift the bike. Your battery's not going anywhere. So now we'll lock the battery. Put the seat back on. Tighten it up a little bit. And that's it. Now you're ready to ride. Go have fun. Don't worry about your battery getting stolen.